I love when someone comes and sees me for the first time, and they witness me speaking. There's usually a gasp in the audience from the first people who are like, "Oh, she's a reverend and she said fuck." And it's funny because I always use that as that gasp is exactly why we need people to break the norm. I'm not dressed in traditional clergy clothes. I'm not sitting here preaching just the word of Jesus. I'm not sitting here judging you on how you believe and what your experience is. I'm here just to show you what Christ consciousness looks like. And I believe through my own life, through my own journey, through my own experience, but also from the guidance I've been given, I truly believe that Christ is a feeling. The kingdom of heaven is within you. That's a feeling. That can't be taught. That can't be defined. That has to be felt. I mean, we try our best to fully describe love, but you can never fully explain the feeling. We try our best to explain an orgasm, but we can never truly explain the feeling. Some of the greatest things in life you can't explain. They have to be felt. So the greatest thing in life and the most challenging thing in life is finding yourself and finding your faith. And they go hand in hand. Until you are willing to unlearn everything that you learned and allow a definition to be formed that feels right to you, not looks right to society, you'll never truly be able to live a happy, joyous life. We have a God center. We are created in the image of God. We are creators. I know it sounds so new agey to hear somebody say, well, your thoughts create your reality, and I get it, and it's cliche, but again, that's based on a definition that you've been told. I'm not asking you to trust me. I'm asking you to prove it to yourself if it's right or wrong. It's time that we start stepping up and start judging who's right or wrong, who's saying it correctly, who's doing it, in the right devout way according to this text. It needs to be felt. Jesus was the most unreligious person on the planet during his day. Could you imagine if we judged the Bible based on today's standards? Like Moses being like, yeah, I was just in the desert and I talked to a burning bush. We'd be like schizoaffective and we'd be institutionalizing and medicating him. So why is it so hard to believe that now perhaps we are transforming to a level of consciousness that can actually understand what the Bible was saying? So it's time that we get back to the feeling, and you're going to know if it's right or not because life is going to respond to your connecting to yourself. Your connecting to yourself is connecting to your God self. Connecting to your God self is connecting to Jesus, connecting to God. That's what Christians would call the Holy Spirit. It's a feeling. So who's with me? Who wants to get back to the feeling rather than the definition? Who wants to really see what that feels like and harness that power?